Welcome everyone again to another part of our coding, and today we're going to learn how to build this simple website as you are seeing on the screen. So if you want to learn how to do this and also how to maneuver this, to click on this to move to another part, click on your mouse to move to another part, stay tuned so that by the end of this video you understand how to achieve that. So if you are just joining us, feel free to sit, write, concentrate, write your paper, click your paper and your pen and write each aspect of code you'll be seeing. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. If you are also just joining us, don't forget to subscribe on our channel, like, and as well share to others who might need this knowledge. So I would like you to pay attention to how I'll be writing the code one after the other. Then by the end of writing those codes, I'm going to explain each line of code to you for better understanding. So let's dive into today's book. So I'll be explaining each line of code one after the other. So the first line, as you can see, doc type HTML. This line declares the document type and version of HTML being used, which is HTML5. Why the HTML language ENA? These lines opens the HTML document and specifies the language of content English. So you can put it to US English or whatever you want. Why the second one, which is the head here? This marks the beginning of the head section of the HTML document, where metadata and external resources are typically defined. We have the meta chassis here. This meta tag specifies the character encoding for the document, ensuring that special characters and symbols are displayed correctly. So that's purpose for this. And this meta name viewports content with device with initial schema. This meta tag sets the viewport properties for responsive designs. It ensures that the width of the page is set to the width of the device screen, and set the initial zoom level to 1, as you can see. Why this part, which is the style, this open a style block where CSS, which is cascading style sheet rules, are defined for styling the HTML element. If you have been going along with us in our video, we talk a lot about styles, which is CSS styles. We have the inline method, we have the external and internal. So here I'm using internal. So you can use inline and external. External is where you create a CSS file here, like index.css. So you create index.style, you create your all this style, it will be on another file instead of putting it inside your index.html. So now picking this one after the other, as you can see here, for using margin O, padding 0, box sizing border, I'm resetting the default margin, and this CSS rule, it sets the margin and padding of all elements to 0 and ensures that the box sizing property includes padding and border in the element's total width and height. Now for this part, I style the header. As you can see here, this is the header here. This is the header here. So how does it have this type of width and the color? Which is what I want to explain now. As you can see here in the header, this CSS rule styles the header element, setting its background color to purple, text color to white, adding padding of 50 pixels and centering the text, as you can see. So this padding, which is the distance here, is 50px, centers the text to the center and give it the background color of purple. So now moving to the styling the navigation menu here. As you can see, the navigation menu is this part where I created the home, about, service and contact. So we want to style it. I give it a background color of blue. I text align, so all those texts are moved to the center. The position is absolute, the width is 100, the top is 0, while the left is 0. So this cascading style, the navigation element, setting the background color to blue, centering the text, positioning it absolutely at the top left corner of the viewport, and setting its width to 100%. Now for this navigation UL here, this CSS will style the unordered list. So this list is unordered type of list, so that's why we use UL. And inside the navigation, removing the default list styling bullet and resetting margin and padding to 0. So this list style type value. So this list style type will reset the margin and padding. Inside navigation, default list styling bullet. So that's why you're putting none there. So if this is not a video, I'm sure you understand what I mean by this part. So I would like you to watch our previous video to get better understanding. Now we want to talk about this navigation UL list. Here in this part, we displays inline block and margin right 20%. So this CSS styles the list item, the LI, inside the navigation setting them to display inline block, so they will appear horizontally with a right margin of 20px. So margin right of 20px, the inline block, makes them to appear horizontally. As you can see here, they appear horizontally instead of vertically. Now moving to the next part, let me show you. here, as you can see, we have the navigation UL, LI and A. So this CSS styles anchor A, this A here, as you can see, A. Elements within the list item, it sets their text color to white. It removes the underlying text by giving it a text decoration of none. If I move this text decoration and go back to it, you see that it gives it an underline value here. So for if you don't want that underline value here, you have to set it to text decoration of none. So I need to tell it that we don't want a decoration of the text. Now it gives a padding of 10 px, then adding padding of 10 pixels, and then dividing a smooth transition effect for the background color. So this is it, transition effects for the background color. So now let's go look at it. The background color, if I move my mouse over it, you can see it's giving me a color telling me that my mouse is on it, and that is why we put a here. Now moving our mouse to it, what color will it give us? So you give a transition background color of 0.3 seconds of color blue here, because this a hover, it means that when I hover my mouse over the text, what color should it give me? This is the color I picked. Then how many seconds can I need display the color? 0.3 seconds. Now looking at this CSS will change the background color of anchor element when hovered over. So now in this part, I want to make the menu responsive. Now by putting at media maximum width of 768 pixels in my navigation. So this CSS will apply styles only when the viewport width is 768 pixels or less. So all these styles I've put in place will work only if the width of whatever I'm using, either the system or the tab or phone, it has a width of 768 pixels or less. But it's going to change the display of this item to block level element, which is a stacked vertical, and add a bottom margin of 10 pixels if it is not 768 pixels or more, if it is also more. So to change that, so what do I mean? Now look at it. I already have my website. When I minimize it, can I see that it's still the same thing, but it's still having that 768 pixels or less. Now let me reduce it. Now when I reduce it, because it's not having that 768 pixels and it's more, so that is why it shows me in what, in vertical state. So the purpose of that is, looking at the code we wrote here, we are trying to give it a maximum width of the media, what we want it to display. Now let's go to this styling the content section. Remember our content section, what did we write? We only wrote welcome to my website. So to style it, we give it a background image. Remember from previous days, I can download your image from any website. So just make sure that the image is yours. So this is just a sample image of what we are using. So if you want to use this for a good website, you can't use someone's image except an image you bought or an image you designed yourself. So to have idea of how to design an image, you can join our graphics class or watch our videos on YouTube on graphic design. So if I just join our channel and you're enjoying it, do not forget to like our channel, share as well, comment whatever questions you have, and give it a thumb up. Now let's look at this part. Now to style the content, we have a background size cover, which means that we want all the background color or image to cover the content of our website. So this CSS rule styles the element with the class content, setting a background image, covering the entire element and aligning it to the center, setting its height to 100% of the viewport, as you can see, 100% of viewport, and centering its content vertically and horizontally. Initially, when I did not put my height of 100 VH, we saw that the image was not all over the screen. So it was just showing in this half or quarter part here. So because I put it as my height to be 100 VH, which is 100% for the viewport height. So that is why we can see it all over. Now to the content H1 margin 20px. Yeah, what does that mean? But don't forget that this align item center text item is trying to tell us that what I wrote, it's telling them that what I wrote on my website here is what it should show. Like it should show it on a center part, it should align on center. Let's see what I mean here. as you can see here now, what I wrote here is on center. Can you see here, welcome to my website? So that is what that page is trying to say. Then the color of what I wrote should be in white, so you can pick any color you want on it. As you can see, if it is black, it change to black. Okay, let's pick an example. Let's say we choose black. Okay, now I put black, and let's go and see. As you can see, it has changed the welcome to my website color black. So this part here, change the color of the website, explains everything about the content. So if you want to add more to your content, everything you put here will be affecting what your content value can be. Now this dot content h1 margin, as you can see our h1 here, use it here. Can you see, welcome to my website? So since I've used my content, whatever you use here, whatever name you use here, make sure that that is the same thing you are using here, content and h1. So you're trying to tell you that, okay, what you wrote on your content though, then h1, which is then I want to put a margin of 20 pixels. So what did I wrote? I wrote welcome to my website. So I'm trying to tell you that, okay, give it a margin of 20x. Before I gave it a margin of 20x, this content here started from this line here, but because I gave it a margin, so it moved by giving it a little margin from up here. Before I put a margin, this welcome was up somewhere up here. So when you give it a margin, it's moved down here to make it fine. So this is just how to design a simple website using just your HTML and CSS. Now going back to the website we just designed, you can see that when I move my mouse over, they are moving. So if you want this to be clickable, to take you to another part, like this about section, you can just create something here. You go to your website here, you take about.html and click enter. So let's say this is a sample. I'm going to copy everything I have. Let's say I'm going to copy everything I have here. I'm going to copy everything I have here, so to copy and paste it on my about section. You don't have to do that, since it's an example. So I just want to show you briefly on how to do that. So for us to be able to know that it's different from our main website, so I'm going to change my image here. So I'll pick another image. Let's pick image 1 since we use image 2 earlier. So let's now go back to our website index.html. Then I'll click the about section and let's see what is going to show for us. So I have this website. This is my website. So this is my home. Remember, it's only about section that will work because that is the only place. Now for it to be able to work, if you click it, you can see that it's not moving. So you go back to it, and from your content that you've written, this about section here, you are going to, instead of hash, you pick this about.html. So let's see, I pick dot slash. So let's pick about.html. So here now will be active. It will take me to this place, this second place. So let's go back to my website now. So this home will not work because I did not link anything there. So I link something about section. So I'm going to click it now. Can you see that it takes me to the about section part we've created? So you can do the same thing to the whole. So it matters what you want to be in the about section. If in this about section you want to write something about yourself, whatever, who am I, this, so that is the content you are going to put under this about section. So because this is just a sample, as I just have to quickly copy the code we've written. So even though you want to create a service section, the same thing we did for the about section, you just put service.html, then you click on it, then you code whatever you want people to see your service. I work at this, I do this, and you are going to put that code under your content, your body content there. You write where I work, things you do, stuff like that. Then after doing that, you come to this place and you link your about that service.html you've already created as a file here. So when you now come to your website, you click on it, then it take you back. So if I go back to home now, this home now is supposed to take me back to index.html. So now let's go and do that. So instead of putting this hash in my own part, I'm going to put index.html that we've created. So let's put index.html. So let me go back here now. I want to go back to home. You see that it brought me back here. Then to my about section, it brought me back here. So if you still have questions, you don't really understand what you just did, feel free to ask your question in the comment section. I'll be there to assist you. Do not forget to like our videos and share to others as well if you're enjoying this. So see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.